Hello everybody, this is Nate over at Bullion RV in Duluth, Minnesota. Got a video for you today in the shop. It's winter outside, but the destination trailers are still rolling in. So this is a brand new 26 Cherokee Timberwolf 39DK. Now the stats are gonna pop up at the beginning of the video here. Feel free to pause and get a little bit more information. We're gonna take you around the outside, get you on the inside, show you some features. Let me know what you think of the floor plan. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So moving on forward, once again, this is a 39DK. You can see this is a massive destination trailer. You can see the drain spouts going. This just came in, so we're cleaning her up and getting her ready. Two 30-pound propane tanks are gonna be up top. You'll have a spot in the back for your battery, and then you do have your manual crank here. Now, propane is filled and battery is installed at the time of purchase. So since I got a little bit more room in the shop today, you can actually see once we take a couple of steps back here how big this unit actually is. So hence the name, destination trailer. This is sitting in one spot. So you'll have 3 slides on this side, lots of windows to let in that natural light. We're just gonna mosey on down this way. So this is still a double axle, so off to the, we'll get a look at the wheels and the tires. So moving on up, you'll see your fresh and city water connection, black tank flush number 1, and then we'll have those connections inside of that little compartment there. Outdoor shower. Release valve for our tanks is going to be down below. And then this is a 50 amp service, so we got power, we're plugged into power today. Furnace and hot water heater are gonna be here as well. Now what's really nice too is you'll actually see the max air fan on the outside here. Moving on down, we'll have a little bit of storage. Now, since this unit just came in, you might ask, what are these? These are gonna be the stairs for the patio door, which we'll see once we get around the other side. And this is that actual power cord. But once the stairs are out, you have plenty of storage that moves all the way back. And just for reference, standing back here, you can see just how tall this thing is. This is a massive unit. Perfect for putting by the lake. So this has 4 slides. Now we're just getting a look at the other side of it here too. You do have a large power awning with that blue LED light strip. And then moving on forward here, this is where those stairs are gonna go that I was just talking about here. But patio door, outside speakers so you can hook up your phone, cable and satellite TV hookups. And actually you'll see the dry weight on this isn't too bad. So you're sitting at 12,386 pounds, but the length is 43 feet 9 inches. Armored underbelly tank enclosure. You have a leash latch for the pets, which is capable of 1,500 pounds, so the dogs aren't going anywhere. Let's jump on inside. So the stairs weren't set up there, so we're actually kind of starting in the other order here. So we're actually gonna start in the bedroom. So the coolest thing about this, I think, is you actually have a tiny little fireplace sitting right there and your TV hookups up above to keep this area nice and warm. Just kind of have a nice, chill, relaxing vibe. But coming on in, so if you don't want a washer or dryer, which this is prepped for, you have plenty of even device charging outlets and you have plenty of room for clothing. Additional storage off to the left here, and then some in the cupboards. As well as underneath the bed. You can see that those are the stairs from the storage compartment that I was just referencing a moment ago. Some shelving on the back of the bed. And then we'll open up this cupboard here to show because this runs the full length here. Now, one thing to note on this unit, again, plenty of device charging outlets, but your battery disconnect actually sits back here as well as your fuse box. So keep that in mind. Let's move on out. So this is also a bunkhouse / loft area. So leaving the bedroom and immediately coming up the stairs. So I'll have my cameraman kind of take a look over at the bunk area over here. So if you do have kids, grandkids, or even friends, they got plenty of room to hang out, relax, and they got a nice divider so they're not kicking each other or fighting each other. Got the nice little Gray Wolf blue logo here. And then you actually have a loft up here. I know it seems kind of small, you know, based on how I'm sitting right now, but you have additional storage up here if you want to use it as such, or if you wanted to put another mattress up here, you could do that. There are 2 chairs that go down to the table down below. These are just fastened up here, but more on that once I jump back downstairs. But nice little loft bunk area. I'm tall, so I'm ducking. I don't want to hit my head. Fire extinguisher is going to be right here. Control board's going to be here as well. Everything in one convenient location for your water pump, your tank heaters, your slides, your awnings, everything. Moving on into the bathroom. So you're going to see a lot of moisture here. That is not a medicine cabinet. I was going to rip that off the wall. Good thing I didn't. So decent amount of storage in the bathroom here. Little side pockets, plenty of room down below. And then we'll just have our standard toilet. But the nice thing about this is, you know, I'm 6'1", so I still got some room in here. You know, you got your ledge to sit down on, so you can still do your body maintenance, because body maintenance is important. But this is that max air fan to pull that steam out too. So pretty standard bathroom, but very functional. Got a lot of room. This is the actual medicine cabinet. Good thing I didn't pull the other one off of the wall. And then just be very careful when you're stepping out of these here, because you got a little bit of a ledge. Patio door from the inside of the unit. Again, stairs will go down there. Now jumping into the living room, the central hub of everything. So you can see just how big this unit is with the slides out. Those opposing slides really open up the room. So you got two couches here. That'll have your hide-a-beds underneath. Same thing with the other one on the reverse side here. So if you have guests, more guests with you, everyone's got a lot of room to sleep. You'll have 2 additional recliners back here. Again, this unit just came in, so I kind of have them backed up against the, you know, the other table here. But if I want to relax, you know, I just sat down and this is still kind of wet, but we're dealing with it now. If I just want to relax a little bit, I got a large Sansui TV here with another fireplace down below, which is also a source of heat, much like the one in the bedroom. So again, if I'm sitting down with my friends, family, watching a movie, you know, even if someone wanted a bed folded out, we could do that and everyone can have a good night. But moving on up here, so more storage. Device charging outlet on the back wall there, but you do have free touch lights too, so if you want to adjust the lights, you can definitely do that. There's a ceiling fan up above my head, as well as your air conditioner, your speakers. Again, you can kind of see behind the slides here too. You got that blue LED. If you've seen some of our Grey Wolf videos before, you'll know that they have that. I'm going to open up both of these pantries just to show you exactly how much room we have. And you have a little bit of hanging space here. But you got a lot of room in here for goodies, canned goods, all the fun stuff. Those are the recliners that I was talking about. And then those chairs that were up above, they sit a little bit higher, so this is what's gonna be here too. Again, you're not eating food over your friends or family. These are just here because this just came in, so you can freely adjust these any way you want. Just during travel, make sure you strap them down. But those 2 chairs that you saw up in the loft will go right here. Now, if you have more guests, more friends, more family, you have another seating area for 4. Lots of windows, exit window here, more device charging outlets, and you got some nice lighting fixtures throughout the unit here too. Moving on back, you'll have a wine rack up above, and we'll get a look at the fridge and freezer. We'll take a look at that. Thermostat's going to be right here. We'll take a look at the microwave. Nice big microwave. 3-burner gas cooktop. There's our oven for cooking our favorite pizza. And the instructions are in the oven, so do not turn on the oven. And then a little bit of storage down below. So moving on up, you know, for smaller people, yes, you might need you know, a step stool for these units here. Just want to make that known, because you got a lot of cabinet space for your dishes. Deep storage drawers. I know someone's going to knock me in the comments, stop opening up every drawer, but when you're spending this kind of money, you want to make sure you get to see everything. It's winter time here, so I can't just open up this unit on the lot and, you know, go over everything. So at least I can show it in a video, get a little bit seen on camera, I should say. We'll take a look at the sink. So a lot of counter space right away. Then we'll have our sink accessories, drying rack, keys. Then you'll have your cup wash like you see at a bar, so you can just put the cup down there and wash it out. We got our detachable faucet here to spray off our dishes. Big window, so depending on how you have this parked, you can make sure the kids are safe, not jumping into the fire or jumping in the lake when they're not supposed to. little bit more storage right there. And then these lighting fixtures here too, you still have the Timberwolf logo sitting above there in that blue LED. I think that's really cool. Second AC is gonna be over here as well. Let's see, I think I showed everything down below here. Maybe I didn't, but if I did, you're looking at it again. There's our trash can. So you got a lot of versatility in this unit, a lot of storage. So just having my back against the, the wall here, showing exactly how big this unit is. Yes, it does have multiple slides, but again, that really opens up the room. That really gives a lot of space for friends and family. So that's going to do it for this video. My name is Nate over at Bullying RV in Duluth, Minnesota. All of my information is going to be in the description box down below, so feel free to call me, email me, text me. I'm happy to help answer any questions to anyone who is watching this video. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, it's winter, but destination trailers are coming, and I'd be happy to, help sell this to anyone who wants to put it at their lake property. So once again, this is Nate over at Bullying RV. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.